Hi guys, today I'm going to be showing you a few ways to speed up your computer and just some basic maintenance tips. I recommend you guys do all of these things, and I should mention and emphasize that these are all completely free and they should come with your Windows installation, whether it be Vista, XP, or Windows 7. So let's jump right into it. First off, I'm going to show you how to do a disk defragment. Now this I feel is pretty important. What it is let's say you install, download, do anything to add something new to your hard drive, meaning your computer, if you don't know what a hard drive is. But if you add anything new, if you install anything, the files are cut up into little parts, and these are called fragmented files. And what the hard drive does is it works as fast as it can to throw everything on the hard drive, and it throws it on in pieces and scatters it throughout the hard drive. So what defragmenting does is it gathers those little pieces and groups them together so that they're easier to find, and it will be able to load up the file, the program, or whatever it is faster for you. So to do this, you go to Start, All Programs, Accessories, System Tools, and over here we'll see Disk Defragmenter. So over here you'll have a little box. You could set up a schedule to have it defrag in the background, so you don't have to always come to this box. But over here, as you can see, it tells you the last time it ran, which was this morning, and it tells you all the drives that actually were executed. And over here you can see your schedule. Click here to change it up. Give it a second to open up. And you could change how often you want to do it, what day, what time, and you can select which disks you actually want to defragment. So there you have it, a little simple thing to do. And if you don't want to rely on a schedule and you want to do it yourself whenever you feel like it, first you analyze the disk and then you defragment. I'm going to warn you, you do not really want to use your computer when it's defragmenting, only because you're going to put more of a strain on the hard drive. So this, whenever you do defragment, try to leave the computer alone as much as possible. This could take 2 to 3 hours, maybe more, depending how big the hard drive is and how many files you actually have. So yeah, just defragment. Highly recommended. Do it at least once a month, I would say. Alright, so next up, I'm gonna talk about applications or programs that are installed on your computer that you most likely would never need. So if you want to check out what programs are installed on your computer, you go over here to Start, Control Panel, Uninstall a Program, and here you'll see the whole list of all the programs that are installed on your computer. Now you could run through this list, get a basic idea of what you have, and just look through and see if anything looks familiar. A lot of new computers and laptops that you would buy from a Best Buy or any retail store for that matter, they come with a lot of bloatware, just useless programs and applications that manufacturers put on the computer that they thought you would need, but it's actually just bloatware in my opinion. So take a look through if you have anything by like Asus, HP. HP does a really bad job with bloatware. They put a lot of it on. But just take a look through. All this Microsoft stuff usually comes with games, or even the operating system in general has Microsoft Visual C++ files. But just take a quick look through. See what you use, what you don't use. If nothing looks familiar, double check before you uninstall it. For example, you may not know what this Bonjour program is, but it comes with iTunes and it works with iTunes, so you might not want to get rid of that. But yeah, just take a quick look through everything, see what you need, what you don't need, and feel free to uninstall it to save some room. And that will take me on to my next topic. So after you figure out what programs you're keeping and which ones you're removing, it would be a good idea to check what your startup programs are. Those are the programs that start up along with Windows when you first boot in. And if you have a lot of programs that start up with Windows, it could really slow down your boot procedure, and it'll take a while to get right into the work you want to do. So to see what programs are booting alongside Windows, you go over here to your Start, All Programs, Accessories, System Tools, right here System Information, and boom, you're gonna have this window. And you're going to see some basic information about your computer here. And over here, we're going to go to Software Environment and click on this plus sign. And I'll bring this drop down menu, and we're going to go here to Startup Programs. So these are the files or the programs that all start up along with Windows in the background while Windows boots up. And while these boot up, it could take a while if you have a lot of programs. Like this actually does look quite like a lot, but it really isn't. It really depends on the speed of your computer also, but that's something that you would have to look into. But I don't have a problem with booting up. I could boot up pretty quickly considering I'm also running in RAID. But like over here, star doc object doc, which is my little object doc on the bottom, that doesn't necessarily have to start up, but I prefer it. Spotify doesn't have to start up necessarily. And the thing is, if you see something you don't want to have start up with Windows, you would have to go into the program itself, into the options or settings, and uncheck the box where it says start up with, alongside Windows or with Windows. So to give you I guess, a quick little example, my object doc, I'd go into the settings and then click settings here, and over here you can see it says load at startup, meaning load when Windows loads, when it starts up. So right now it's checked because I like to have it open right away. I'm going to open it regardless, and if I uncheck that, it will no longer load up with Windows. But since I want it, I'm going to just keep it there. And you want to do that to every program you don't want to load up, like Skype. I guess I could turn that one off, or Spotify even. But just take a look, see what you want to load up and what you don't. If it doesn't bother you, the speed of your boot, then you don't really have to do anything here. But yeah, alright, next up we're going to have disk cleanup. So let's just start off, and I'll describe it along the way. So you're going to go into my computer, however you get there, and you're going to see over here. And we're going to be just talking about the Windows installation drive. So whatever Windows is installed on, we're going to work with that drive because that's going to have most of the, I guess, I don't know what to call them, the files you don't really need that just get bloated and they just stack up unnecessary files. But mine is a C drive, and most likely yours will be too unless you manually change the drive letter. But we're going to right click it, go to properties, and over here you're going to see disk cleanup. Now what disk cleanup does, it's going to go through your hard drive and see calculate what files you need and what you don't need, and it's going to bring you this little box. So this gives you an idea of what files you could get rid of that don't really affect anything important. Like over here we have the download program files, temporary internet files, and there's a description down here if you want to read through them. Game statistic files, recycling bin, and so on. You could read them yourself, and it's pretty self-explanatory. Now the cool thing is over here you could check what you want to delete, and it'll tell you how much space you're going to be able to gain from deleting the said files you checked. As you can see, I do mine pretty regularly, so I'm not really going to be saving that much. But if you've never done this, or it's your first time doing it in a while, or anything of that matter, you could save potentially a couple gigs. After a few months, I probably could save, I don't know, maybe 3-4 gigabytes of data. It really depends how often you do this, but you don't really want to let it stack up like that because it's just clogging up your hard disk. So once you choose what you want to delete, just hit OK. It's going to ask you, are you sure you want to delete your files? You say delete, and it'll go ahead and delete those files for you. Since I don't have too many to delete, it should be rather quick. There you go. But yeah, so there you have it, a few ways you could maintain your computer, potentially speed it up. I hope this video was helpful. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys next time.